Good morning, YouTube channel. This is another episode of J Rambo 745 reporting over to you. So got a nice new knife review for you guys this morning. Putting it out there, and just kind of like giving you the run through. But before I do that, I'm gonna go on a small little rant. I kind of expected that this is going to happen, being as though it's social media and YouTube. I had a couple comments on my previous videos that I deleted and reported and blocked from smart little mealy mouths that are out there, keyboard warriors, that had to make smart aleck remarks about some of my knife reviews. Understand something. I am not a video editor. My background is not in that. This YouTube channel is not about video editing. So if you don't like the lighting in my room, or if you don't like how dark it is or whatever, go to another YouTube channel. Because here, it's not gonna fly. I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm not gonna respond to you. I'm not gonna get into an argument with you about it. I'm just going to block you, report you, and delete you. Same thing if you're going to be disrespectful on my YouTube channel and talk shit about the Cookery House or Donnie B all day, because I will defend that man to the end. And I'm talking about a man I've never met a day in my life, but I have conversed with him, and I've had social media interactions with him. So I know him in that retrospect. So if you're going to talk shit about the knives that he designs, or the Cookery House, or his channel, and you know who you are, understand something. I might be 5'2", but your boy's a prior service Marine. I can handle myself. I don't think you can say the same. So with that being said, if you're going to be disrespectful, rude, or make dumbass comments on my YouTube channel, I'm not going to get into an argument with you. I am just going to block you, report you, and delete you, and that'd be the end of it. You are allowed to have your own opinion on my channel, so long as it's a smart, it is a smart, intelligent is the more better word for it, and a more intelligent comment about the knives. Saying the Cookery House sucks, Donnie B all day's knives are bullshit is not what I would consider a intelligent response. So if you're one of those, this channel's not for you. With that being said, enough of my rant. I'm going to talk about a new knife that I recently had just acquired from another knife company that Donnie B all day also uses. It's called the Croco Knife Company. If you guys don't know what the Croco Knife Company is, I highly recommend looking them up. They make some really, really cool knife designs. And I'll provide the link down below where you can see the Croco Knife Company, and you can take your pick and your poison of what knives you have. They're pretty cool knives. Their knives are also hand forged, by the way, and it comes from Pakistan. So the knife makers there also do hand forged knives over there as well. So the knife I am going to review is based off of the 1918 World War I trench knife used by the United States Army. And unfortunately, I do not have the replica of the old 1918 trench war knife. They're just hard to find. And I did find one online that I'm eventually going to get my hands on that knife. But for right now, I'm going to just... I don't know if this will be a comparison review. But this is the 1918 trench war knife. Look at that. That is a beefy blade. The original trench war knife was not this beefy on the blade. So when Donnie B created this knife, he wanted to make a knife that... Look at that. He wanted to make a knife that really was a more updated version of the old 1918 trench warfare knife. And this knife, I haven't tested it yet, but look at how beefy that blade is. Good God. That's a beefy blade. It's got oil in it, so if you see shimmerings or anything like, or like you see that it's wet or anything like that, it's just it's it's just got oil in it. Now originally it says right there, U.S. 1918. It's got the skull crusher at the bottom. Very, very nice, well-designed blade. This is number 18 of 50, production number 1. So if you want to get your hands on one of these, go to the Croco Knives. They're on sale right now. I believe the price for them, actually, let me take a look at that over here on the internet. If I'm not mistaken, it is on sale right now. Croco Knife, crocoknives.com is the actual website that you can go to look at this knife and other knives that Donnie has designed. There's 2 more. But the Dbad trench knife is at $124.99. So with taxes, depending on where you live and depending on the shipping and handling, we're talking maybe a $129.99 knife, something like that. I forgot how much I paid for it. I think it was like in the $129 area. But a very well designed knife. Look at that. Oh, that is a bad beast. Oh, she bad. She bad. She is bad. Double edge blade. They numbered them. So I got number 18 of 50. Donnie has number 1 of 50. And of course it's got the brass knucks. It's used to. So what I like about this knife is that it gives you options. This is made from D2 steel, and in fact it tells you right there. I don't know if you see it. It's kind of blurry on my camera there, but it's right there. Made from D2 steel. D2 steel is very strong steel. It holds a very sharp edge. I actually jokingly call D2 steel the adamantium steel of real life steel. It's the closest thing to a real world adamantium steel that you're going to get your hands on. For those of you who know X-Men, Marvel comics and all that, you know, Wolverine, his claws are made from D2 or made from adamantium steel. I own several D2 steel type knives, and I love D2 steel because of its ability to be strong, flexible, and hold a sharp edge. It's just a really, really, really cool, badass steel, and this knife is really, really cool and badass in itself. This, if I was entrenched in World War I and I had one of these, oh yeah, this thing's killing some Nazi Germans. We're gonna kill some Nazis with this. Definitely love this blade, man. Can't say anything better about it. I actually, when I first picked up this knife in my hand and I wielded it, the balance on this knife is just absolutely insane. Look at that. And it's a little heavy on the handle side, but it's supposed to because of the brass knucks. But I'm holding it. It's balanced. It's a full tang. See? It's a full tang. It's only wielded by the guard here is wielded by these bolts, these rivets. But yeah, definitely get yourself one of these if you're interested in getting yourself a more updated version of a 1918 trench war knife. I unfortunately cannot test this knife today because there's stuff going out in the yard right now. They're working on my fence because it's getting old and it's getting around that time where we need to change the fence. So for today, it's just a small review, but definitely get yourself one of these. And I forgot to mention one other thing. This is the sheath that it comes with. It's pretty decent sheath, if I have to say so myself. A little bit beefier. I was actually surprised that they went with this design, because the original World War I trench knife only had a small sheath that covered up the blade. So, and a little history about the World War I trench knife. This knife, the original one, not this one, but the original one, was darker in color for a reason. And the reason why it was darker in color was because soldiers did not want to be spotted. You didn't want all this bling that you see being spotted by the Germans while you were fighting trench warfare, because this is a close quarter handheld combat knife. This is what this is designed for. It's designed for close quarter combat. It's not a chopper. It's not designed to chop wood. It's not designed to. It's really, honestly, to tell you the truth, a stabber. Can you slash with this weapon? Yes, you can. But this is really designed to be a stabber. So that's what the knife was designed for. Of course, it has options, brass knucks in case you really get up close and personal with the enemy, and then there's the skull crusher right here at the bottom. The original one had it as well. So I love options in a knife. If you can't fight one way, there are other ways to fight the enemy. So let's say this breaks, the blade breaks in combat. Now you don't have a blade. No worries, you still got the brass nut in your hand, and you still got a skull crusher. So you have options. Obviously, I'm not planning on getting entrenched anytime soon. But definitely a knife. If you're looking for an updated version of a 1918 trench war knife, check out the Croco Knife Company. CrocoKnives.com. You'll see it there. It's $124.99 at the current moment. And just get yourself one of these and order one of these. And guys, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think of the 1918 Croco Knife trench war knife, updated version by Dbad's Designs. Again, as mentioned before, comments are welcomed, but if you're going to be smart about it, if you're going to be a smart ass about it, you're going to get blocked, reported, and deleted. It's just, that's all there is to it. But you are entitled to your opinion. Just make sure that it's a smart opinion. I'm not trying to tell people what they can and can't say. It's like me trying to tell you how to run your YouTube channel if you have one. But definitely keep that in mind. We try to be respectful with our comments here as much as possible, because again, this is a knife review channel. This is not involving politics or I'm better than you because I got such and such. This is just an overall knife review. I'll also have some I'm working on getting some history things going in here for my YouTube channel, associated with blades and knives. So again, I only get a chance to do this once a week because of my schedule. But again, if you're gonna make comments about the lighting in the room, I can't help that. It is what it is. If you're gonna talk smack about the cookery house and Donnie B. All Day's knife designs, this is not the YouTube channel for you. So, with that being said, you have just watched the J Ramble 745 channel. Signing out. You guys have a blessed day. Till the next episode.